Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to open up 3 boxes of Hot Wheels car culture. These are premium sets, and I've got 3 complete different sets, including Fast and the Furious is in there for sure, with the brand new Jeep Grand Cherokee casting. All of these are the premium models, as I said, so rubber tires, the mag wheels, and extra detailed awesome paint jobs. So let's get all 3 of these boxes opened up with you live here on the camera. So here we go, all 3 boxes. Going to open them up. We've got case codes 957C, D, and L, 956L. I don't know what any of those mean right now, and we're just going to kind of open these up, see what comes out. 3 completely different sets of premium Hot Wheels here, ordered on eBay from a seller. Got a pretty good deal as I was buying the duplicate sets. Looks like these are sealed boxes. So let's see how they come from Mattel. Some explanation on the code, I suppose. What do we have here? I think this is going back a little bit, so I've just been completing the collection. These may have been released a couple months ago. I do believe the Fast and the Furious set is going to be the most new that we're going to be opening up here. And, of course, everything coming in a duplicate set. So we're just going to kind of cruise through these. But some very cool castings here. First cars out of the box, the Audi S4 Quattro. Very cool looking. Obviously, I'm going to be opening up one of the sets here, as I do have the duplicate. So that's going to be really great to review with you guys. And here is probably the car that I want most out of this 5-vehicle set, which, of course, you're going to see come out of the box. That's the Mercedes-Benz 300 SEL 6.8 AMG. Just check out all the livery. Very cool. So we'll get those off to the side. I'm going to keep digging. Duplicate on that car, of course, as well. Might as well just pull these out 2 at a time. And there you go. The Bmw M3 E46. Looks to be a metallic blue with blacked out rims. Terrific detail. I'm curious what one of these cars is your favorite from each of the sets. Let me know in the comments. I always like to see what are the popular models, and also let me know where you're from. And that's also interesting information as to how these sell out in different areas. Volkswagen T1 panel bus with Porsche branding on it. Now, indeed, these will sell out, and I was unable to buy these at my local stores as they do get picked up rather quickly. Here we have the Porsche 959, 1986. So this is a lot like an actual casting of this car from Hot Wheels years ago. We're going to have to do a comparison when I get that one out of the packaging. So that was 957C in the Hot Wheels case of premium car culture, as you can see at the top. These are the car culture series and Hot Wheels premium. Very nice. Next box opening up. This one is the, well, let's do the 957D. That way we've got these theoretically in alphabetical order of release. So this is probably going to be the second oldest of the 3 sets. Again, with the Fast and Furious likely being the newest set at the time of filming. Early July 2021. Yeah, this is the exotic cars coming out, I believe. So let's take a look at those. And right out, straight off the bat, probably the best car in here, the 16 Bugatti Chiron. And let's take a look at this. Metallic blue with black and silver accenting. Amazing detail. Got a few kind of bunged up cards, so it's really not going to hurt me to open these up. And that's one of the things that you kind of have to go with when you're buying sealed case. You don't really know what the condition of the card inside is going to be. Mclaren Senna is the next car out. And here are all 5 on the back, which you're going to see. So really nice light gray with some Tampa work across the window. Completing that detailing. Next out is the Aston Martin, what is that, Valhalla concept? Valhalla? I'm not even familiar with this car at all. Apologies if I'm completely mispronouncing the names of some of these exotic cars, which I don't recognize. So perhaps something that's more recognizable in another country, or maybe I just need to hone up on my exotic cars. That's most likely the answer. exotic envy after all. Lamborghini Huracan Lp 610-4. Looking terrific in this premium release with those big chrome wheels. I really do like the chrome wheels on this model, as the previous 3 cars that we've looked at all have black wheels. Look at that. Black wheels on all of these cars, and now the first one with chrome mags. What's going to be the last car and what kind of wheels? Aston Martin Vulcan, and it too has the black wheels. So the green Lamborghini Huracan really stands out in this crowd, mainly because of its wheels, but also that snazzy green paint job. And I don't know much about this car either, but very high performance, exotic, expensive luxury cars in that box. 957D sealed box. Last box. This is going to be your Fast and the Furious case, and this is L release, so there is possibly a release somewhere in between L and D that I'm not aware of, or maybe that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Let's see how these come out of this box. I'm going to go straight for probably the favorite one in here, and also the new casting. That is the Fast and the Furious premium release, number 3 of 5, Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. Awesome, absolutely awesome. The blacked out wheels, big 5 spokes on it. Great paint job with superb detailing all the way around that we are going to see as we open these up. 4 other models in here as they come out. Very popular cars. This is going to be a tough set to complete, I think, if you're buying them in the wild. Oh my, look at that one. 92 Ford Mustang. I don't think it's ever looked better. This is just terrific choice of wheels. The artwork is fantastic. The paint jobs, as always, just amazing. So, really nice rendition of that 92 Mustang. And now we've got the W Motors Lykan Hypersport. Again, am I pronouncing that wrong? I don't know. This car is heavy duty. It's got a lot of weight to it, and what a cool looking car. Another car that I am not familiar with, so really need to hone up on my exotics apparently. Certainly the new ones. And this car is actually also going to be right up there with me for the, pretty much all the cars have come out of this set are now really hard to choose from. Really nice stuff, because we've got the Mitsubishi Eclipse here. Very iconic movie car with its original movie paint job on it done perfectly. So that's a beauty. That's an absolute beauty. And who could forget the Dodge Charger? I believe this was Dom's Dodge Charger. So I've got a couple in the box of that as well. This is going to conclude 15 premium castings now for you to be reviewed here, now loose on the review table. But wow, what a nice set of cars. I'm going to stand these up and we're going to have a look at them one more time. But just a whole lot of beautiful die-cast for the collection. And this is going to go straight to the die-cast museum display walls that you see all around the Hot Wheels room. 15 brand new car culture cars coming out of their packaging right before your eyes for a full review on the parking lot here on the review table. And I have all 5 of the Exotic Envy cars, car culture premium release, along with the Deutschland design cars. Probably completely saying that wrong. Hopefully not. Fast and the Furious. This is the Fast Stars series. All 5 cars. And I'm going to tell you in order which ones are my favorite and why. And I'd love to hear in the comments what you think of these cars as we go. So do leave that down in the comments. And let's start by opening up in reverse order. From newest to oldest, the Fast and the Furious Fast Stars cars first, starting with my favorite from this set, going to be the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. So out it comes for a loose review to enter the die-cast museum. And let's just go in for a close look at this awesome casting. check out the details all the way around. And these, of course, roll just fantastically, all metal, as you can see, with all the information cast right into the base. Sweet, sweet looking first release on this truck. Very exciting, and looking forward to the many more castings that we're likely to see of this Jeep. Now, the next two are going to be probably tied for my second place favorite. And I know you guys are probably going to say pick one, but I just can't. And I'm used to not being able to pick a favorite when I have 50,000 plus Hot Wheels. It's pretty hard to pick favorites. But that's going to be Mitsubishi Eclipse and the 92 Ford Mustang. So let's get both those opened up. Check out the details on these shiny little gems. Starting with the Mitsubishi. Check out that carbon fiber look hood. The faded headlights looking very realistic. And just a tremendous amount of details on that neon green paint, license plate and all. Wow, super cool looking wheels on it as well. Satin black base, and then on to the 92 Mustang. Beautiful blue paint job. The absolute best paint color they could have picked for this car, in my opinion. Just love it. And very clean looking Hot Wheel. Definitely one that any Mustang fan is going to absolutely need to have in their collection. So, three fantastic Hot Wheels right off the bat. Let's look at the Dodge Charger and the W Motors Lykan, because I'm going to say that those are tied for third place in this collection. So really, out of the five, there's three places. And I'll tell you why in just a second as we get these cars out. So, super different cars. Very cool. Both tremendous rollers. The Charger looking loud and raucous here in a satin textured black with a copper kind of rear tempo here. Now, the only thing I'm not really super big fan of is the way the taillights have been almost tampo printed onto the back versus having an actual definition in the casting. And I think previous releases we saw the taillights more cast in the body of the car versus counting on the printing. But other than that, that is the only small, tiny little itsy-bitsy complaint I have on this. Otherwise, awesome casting, which of course has a lot of weight and a lot of character. And tied for this one because it's just such a cool looking car. And I love the simplicity of the paint job. It really highlights the interesting headlights and taillight tampos and livery on this car. But just a really cool paint color as well, with a solid amount of consistent fleck in the paint. So that looks really good. Now let's go on to take out the exotic envy cars. And again, starting with my favorites and the reasons why. So here we go on the Exotic Envy series. My favorite car in this set is actually going to be the 2016 Bugatti Chiron. And it's just because it's such a cool car. It's been one of my favorite cars since it was first built. And I've watched many a show and documentary on this car. And the interesting stories on how its superpower and aerodynamics allowed it to be production car world record holder of top speed for quite some time. And it is probably still up there, I would say, as one of the fastest production cars on the planet. And Hot Wheels has done a really nice job with the paint job on this car. It's absolutely exquisite. So I'm going to put that down for a little roll in the parking lot, and it just looks great with the Fast and the Furious cars as well. Second favorite is going to be the Lamborghini Huracan Lp. Love the paint job, love the car, and especially like these green and chrome rims with the green paint. So I think it looks really nice. Untreaded race tires on this car. And we're just going to zoom in to really admire that pearlescent green paint. Just absolute quality here. and really nice in the collection, especially if you're a Lamborghini collector. As you know, there are quite a few to collect. This is going to be high on the list for collectors. Taking place for third in my favorite, I'm going to tie these two, actually, again. Sorry for all the ties, but these two cars they're both equally cool to me. I'm pretty sure we've seen the McLaren Senna in previous releases before, but I mean, I really like the simplicity of the paint job and detailing on this model. So if I'm mistaken, then it's because I really do like this model, and I think they've done a great job with it, conveying the speed and racing pedigree of the car. Very, very nice. Another great roller, and like I said, going to tie it with the Aston Martin because of the just uniqueness of this exotic car. It's not something that you would expect in a mainstream collection where there's going to be fairly high probably printing of these cars. This is going to be one with unique interests, but also you can see, anyone can see that this is a high performance and interesting car. So it does kind of lend a hand to wanting to know more, which clearly I wish I did for this review, but as it's an off-the-cuff review of Hot Wheels products, I do not. So we'll get back to you on that. And lastly, in my choice would be the Aston Martin Vulcan. I just feel like it's got the most kind of plastic on it of the cars in this selection. Also, it's the most difficult to get out of the package. Just kidding. I think it's actually very cool. It looks even better out of the packaging than it does in the packaging, because now I can appreciate this interesting textured roof, which is incorporated into that top plastic windshield bit. So as I suspected, the most plastic on the models, as it basically is a convertible as far as metal quantity goes in this premium release. But then again, I mean, it's pretty much matched with this car as well. This one feels substantially heavier. Not really sure why. But yeah, this is a neat car. Also, it's going to be difficult for Hot Wheels to get those headlights consistently at the proper location, I would say. And, you know, it's just a very, very close threshold to the end of the body line limit. So, a risky design to do, but this one's been pulled off exceptionally well. So, it is a nice car and certainly fits the display perfectly. So that leaves us with the last collection of vehicles to look at, and we're going to get all those open up for you. The number one favorite car in this collection of vehicles for me is going to be this classic Mercedes-Benz Rally Car. And I really do like my big old four-door cars, and it's rare for Hot Wheels to make them. This car just screams cool for so many more reasons, though, as it is a classic rally car. A sport I do enjoy watching from time to time on the television, and I think they've done just a great choice of paint jobs and livery for this car. Also, the chrome trim around the windows, the rear window, the trunk lid, the door handles, and on the front grille with those interesting kind of expressive fog lights painted right on, and it appears it even printed in tiny words, some sort of branding on it. It's actually too small for me to see. I'm thinking it says AMG actually, but very cool. As you can see just by the size of my hand compared to this car, the level of detail is fantastic. And I mean, they've even got the exhaust, the muffler, as a cast different part, probably part of the interior, to give it that color differentiation on the chassis. So they really went above and beyond with this model, and it's an exciting one to start collecting as it is very new. So that one is going to be number one for sure in my my favorites for that reason. Number two, I'm going to give to the Audi S4 Quattro. I think it's a very good, realistic looking paint job, and I like that it's not overdone and that there are choices in this series mainly of realistic looking real world examples of the cars depicted. And again, I believe that Hot Wheels has done a fantastic job with this left-hand drive Audi. Great badging and taillight work on it. Super clear windows all the way around, and just high quality paint job, of course. And I like that the base is actually a different color. That matte black just gives it a heightened realism all the more. So that's going to definitely be a close number 2. Number 3, I'm going to divide between these two vehicles. Why? Well, this one is ultra cool. It's almost tied for number 2, I would say. But this one as well. And I really love this paint job. It's nothing crazy, as normally these vehicles are used as billboards in like the pop culture series. It's just nice to see them, the vans in particular, in a nice kind of muted, more regular paint job. But this BMW, it's a very close one to be tied with the Audi because, again, it's got all the same merits. The only difference is I think we've seen a lot of black wheels lately from the premium release, so it's nice to see those unique colored wheels such as gray and chrome. And that's why I gave this one kind of 1 mark more than the BMW. But the Porsche van, although it's a well done casting over and over again, it really does look great with these wheels and this color combo. A little bit more silver trim around the windows would have been nice, but they did catch the door handles and, you know, the rear latch and the hinges, and it's just got a really nice solid feel to it. It's a classic Hot Wheel. Let's just pan out here for a second. And it rolls fantastic. So we've got 1 car left, and this is going to be the last place as far as my favorite in this particular series. Interesting, mainly only for one reason. Let's get it open up and I'll tell you why. Because it is a cool car, and it's nice to see Hot Wheels bringing back some of these kind of nostalgic castings. And I just think that the wheels are way, 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 way too big for this car. I mean, they looked more the proper size on the first release of this car back in the 1986 or 87. But the wheels have actually come up to an even larger size, of which I'm not really sure. Is this a rally car or is it just a race car? What is the deal with the massive wheels on these? And I don't really know. So it's obviously a race car of some type. As you can see, the windows lend to racing. There's no roll cage in there, but something I don't know about this car. So please, if you in the comments you could leave some information, that would be great. And but otherwise, I would just say for myself, it just is probably the plainest looking car, although interesting. The black wheels just kind of don't work out for me all that well. The ride height is very, very different than what I would expect a Porsche to be. So that is all 15 cars for the review, and I hope you enjoy this video. If you're after any of this stuff, of course, happy hunting. If you can't find your stores, check your online sources, and hopefully the shipping isn't too bad. Take care.